What's up, Aries? Welcome to your March 2021 general reading. This is for you, Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs. Of course, it's not going to resonate with all of you guys, though, so definitely check out your Moon, your Rising, and your Venus, okay? Welcome. Let's talk about the things. Okay, so this month we are dealing with your 12th house energy. 12th house energy is connected to Pisces season, right? It's all about the deep, kind of unseen spiritual things. It's about our belief systems, God, our karma, our dreams. It's a very imaginative, watery, intuitive time. One thing to mention as a collective, we are all going to have heightened, intuition at this time. So definitely be leaning into that. Okay. It's interesting because at the bottom of the deck, the unseen energy, you guys have the Taurus card or the Hierophant card, right? This speaks about, of course, it could be Taurus energy. So maybe some of you guys are dealing with Taurus. But it talks about really our tribe and where we belong. It talks about religion. It talks about spirituality. Don't be surprised if there's something that happens this month that kind of, I'm not gonna say makes you question, but puts things in a different type of perspective for you in terms of what you believe, when it comes to all that kind of stuff, right? Especially if it's something that strays away from how you were brought up to believe or, strays away from your tradition of some kind. You do have the Four of Cups here right underneath that, which, that's a card of, I'm not really here for it. I'm not really interested in it. I don't really like it. That cup doesn't really work for me. I don't like to drink that kind of energy. So again, there may be some things that come up this month that kind of challenge your spirituality or challenge what it is that you think or what you were even, raised on, that type of thing. I also do want to make the note that I think is really important. We just had Mars go into Gemini. For you guys, I feel like this makes it a pretty busy month, right? Gemini energy is about communication. It's about facts and information. It can be about travel, having to run lots of different errands, lots of communication with a lot of people, whether you want that or not. Also has a lot to do with siblings. I'm not going to lie, there is a little bit of friction here that shows up later on in the month. We got the Five of Wands. This may even be happening right now. This feels like this could be family related or something. So yeah, there may be something going on in terms of your family dynamics. Even your children, maybe they're having their own little sibling clashes. But those are things to look out for this month, okay? Now, what's interesting is you guys start off with Nine of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Five of Wands. Now, Nine of Cups for me, honestly, I think, how can I say this? I think if you guys are just focusing on you, like what's going on with you, I think you guys are actually pretty good. I think you guys are actually in a better place. I think that a lot of you guys are realizing that you are at this place where you've evolved a lot, you've learned a lot, because there may be things that arise this month that show you, wow, like had this happened to me 3 months ago or a year ago, I would have handled this completely different, or I would have been completely spun, or this would have had a completely different effect on me. Nine of Cups is really about being happy, independent of anything else and anybody else. It's about, wish fulfillment, of course, but it's about being emotionally satisfied and set. And really, I think if there's any drama that comes to you guys, it really doesn't feel like it has much to do with you. It feels like it's external things that maybe indirectly affect you. Especially, I don't know, especially if there's some drama that happened at the end of February, more around that Virgo full moon that we had, because it feels like that might have been a time for you guys where a lot of things might have come up that needed to be addressed. What I will say is with Mars and Gemini now, anything that's needed to be addressed and maybe you've been putting off, it's coming up this month, right? And Mars will be in Gemini until we hit Taurus season. So even after your season. So again, I think this is going to be a really busy transit for you guys. A lot to do, a lot of communication, a lot of running around, a lot of, back and forth. So just be mindful of that. Now you got the Seven of Earth that clarified this Nine of Cups. So this is about planting seeds, right? But whenever we get the Seven of Earth, we're not quite confident that the seeds we planted are things that are going to be fruitful and grow the way that we want, right? This is Saturn and Taurus energy. I think this is a month that brings opportunity in terms of you guys planting seeds in different things, right? Stick with it. I actually think that you guys are moving in the right direction, especially as it pertains to like work or work opportunities. I want you to really have faith, because with this Nine of Swords, it feels like you guys can get a little shook up this month. And again, it doesn't even really feel like it's you. I feel like if we're talking about just you, Aries, I feel like you guys are in an okay place. I feel like it's all this extra shit. Now, mind you, there may be some internal struggles, right? Some internal things that you guys are going through, some worries that you have, right? Some stresses that you have. That's fair. But it feels like most of the source of any type of uneasiness or insecurity, it really comes from outside things that don't directly affect you. Now you've got a Nine of Swords here. That's about stressing. That's about not being able to sleep well. So some of your sleep might be compromised. I don't know. I hate when it happens. There's really nothing to say about that. Like, if you can take naps, try to take naps. Make sure that you're getting your rest, right? Because that can make us go crazy. That can make us go crazy. I also want you guys to really be paying attention to your dreams, because there might be some really important, insightful information. Yes, that is coming up. Sorry. As I say that, I pull the Moon card, or the High Priestess card. High Priestess, Spirit, you know, has a way of communicating with us in our dreams oftentimes. Now, there is two High Priestess cards, right? There's actually the last card that I pulled for you is a High Priestess card. So this is moon energy, right? So this is watery energy. This has a lot to do with, maybe you guys are dealing with something with the Pisces. Could be a Cancer or Scorpio, but I'm feeling Pisces energy with these two High Priestesses here. There may be some things coming up. Remember we are in Pisces season, so it could just be the effects of that. This Pisces doom moon that's going to be happening is really, really going to be powerful for you in terms of like setting new intention, right? So mark your calendars for the 13th of this month. That's what's happening there. Also, we are going to be having a full moon at the end of the month in Libra, which for you guys hits your 7th house. So that has a lot to do with your relationships, right? Not just your romantic ones. This could be your, platonic friendships. This could be your relationships, again, with your siblings, your family, your kids, yourself, right? Your friends, all these things. I feel like there are things about that are stressing you out. But with the High Priestess, she is the gatekeeper of secrets. Like, she keeps all the secrets. Homegirl is HR, but in the spirit world. Like, she knows everything about everybody. And if you look at her face, like in this traditional deck, she keeps herself pretty tight-lipped. Some of you guys, I feel like you are dealing with the Pisces. For some of you guys, I also feel like this is letting you know that there are going to be some things that are coming up, and you might have already been kind of feeling it intuitively. They're going to be coming up this month for you guys to address, right? Again, if there's anything that maybe you guys were holding off on, especially when Mars was in Taurus, it's a little bit of a slower, sleepier time. That Gemini energy is going to pick it up and things are going to start moving. And yes, this includes certain conflicts that you may be having. 6 of Air. Okay. It's really important that this month you aren't falling into the trap of people's drama, because trust me, there are some miserable people around you. It feels like they're trying to suck you in. 6 of Air is Mercury in Aquarius. 6 of Air represents basically moving away from turbulence, moving away from struggle, right? These people are in a boat, like literally moving away from the drama of the waves and the storm, and they're going to where things are easier. They're going to where they can sell a little bit better, right? A little smoother. 6 of Swords is really about taking your past issues, your past problems, your past experiences, and taking them and learning from them and doing better in the future. So I do feel like, I feel like honestly with you guys, if we're just looking at you, I feel like you guys are good. I feel like a lot of you guys have been doing your own work, right? Trying to really get spiritually grounded. I think a lot of you guys have been doing a lot of movement in terms of like moving your body, getting ready for summer, that type of thing. But it feels like there's some outside influences or outside people who are kind of bringing some drama to your door. Make sure that you are just not giving it your power, right? And again, if there was some drama, especially around that full moon that happened in Virgo, I feel like with that Mars and Gemini, y'all will be shutting it right on down, honey. So that's fine. But just be mindful of that. If there are people who are trying to do too much, pick, you know, get underneath your skin, you know, you kind of got to be the bigger person this month if you want peace, okay? Now, you've got the Three of Pentacles in your environment, which I love because this really speaks to opportunities, right? Three of Pentacles shows the three most unlikely people working together to make something beautiful, to make something great. So this is about doing good work and possibly, you know, having some other opportunities when it comes to work. Ooh, Wheel of Fortune. Those of you guys who maybe have been trying to find new employment, this could be a good thing. You know, a Wheel of Fortune is a really good fortunate turn of events. This is about karma coming through and doing its magic, right? The Wheel of Fortune is that Jupiter energy. It's about completing cycles and moving on to something different. So for some of you guys, this could have to do with work. This could have to do with friends. This could have to do with, you know, how you decide to go about your relationships. But I do feel like you guys are turning over a new leaf. I do feel like there are opportunities. Look, we've got this Tower card, right? Which is Mars energy. So yeah, it feels like something happens this month that kind of blows up the spot, but it's almost like it's the catalyst for something good, right? Something unfortunate or something annoying or something unexpected can come and kind of rock the boat in the best way possible this month. You guys just got to keep your eye on the prize and stay in your happy, grateful, you know, powerful place, right? Now, what I love next is you got your card, the Emperor. I love when we show up in our own reads, right? So this is about taking charge. This is about you being, again, a co-creator of your own life. The Emperor is the authority. The Emperor can talk about daddy, you know. The Emperor can talk about a boss. The Emperor, especially me seeing it with the Hierophant right there, remember? This could be about like religion or like a religious figure. Again, there are things that are going to be challenged, it feels like this month, in terms of tradition, or maybe even how you were raised. There's something within that for some of you. Now, you got the World card that's coming up with the Emperor. Now, the World card does talk about travel. The World card, just like the Wheel of Fortune, talks about completing cycles. Some of you guys are really coming up on something really big after having this time where you've just kind of been hanging, right? The Hanged One is here showing up at the bottom of the deck, which is Hangman energy, which talks about Pisces energy, right? Because it's connected to Neptune. It's about being in a place of surrender, having just to surrender to something. It's about needing to look at things from a different perspective. Whatever this is for you, right? And everyone's going to be different because this is general. It literally is the catalyst for something new happening. It literally is something for you to be proud about. You got two major cards that talk about completions. And once we get to the World, you know, in terms of major arcana, the next would be the Fool, which is the first card again, right? It starts over. So you guys are about to take a new risk. Some of you guys this might talk about moving, right? There's definitely travel here, but this is about you being an authority of your life. And I think that, again, some of you guys are really realizing how much you've grown, how much work you've done, because whatever pops up around this time, or again, if it already did pop up, I feel like a lot of you guys are looking at it like, damn, I would have handled this so differently, you know, had this happened to me a month ago or whatever. Now, you've got the Page of Air, clarifying the High Priestess. So again, two High Priestess cards. I do think that there will be things that are going to be revealed to you this month, right? So be on the lookout for that. I do think that this is a huge message for you to stay in your divine feminine energy, whether you're a man or a woman, right? It doesn't matter. We have both masculine and feminine energies. And to get through whatever it is that you need to get through this month, it feels like it's not really about the dominant, machismo, pushy energy. It's more of that gentle push that the feminine energy brings, right? And also, I feel like if there's anybody that's trying to get to you this month, it's almost like arguing back with them is just going to flame their fire even more. Like, this person cannot be contained. They don't have their shit under control. So the best way that you can handle them and kind of shut them down is just by being like, all right. So, like, you know what I mean? Like that nasty nice energy, right? You got the page of air here. So this could talk about a person, especially maybe if you have children, especially if you have a child that's maybe an air sign individual. You know, Libra, Gemini, or Aquarius. There maybe even be some things that come out about your children this month. You're getting a lot of air and Pisces energy because now we got the moon here, which is Pisces energy or Cancer energy for me because the moon, you know, or the Cancer is ruled by the moon. But there's a lot of Pisces energy that's showing up here now. Of course, we are in Pisces season, but I don't know. I think for some of you guys, this directly has to do with a Pisces person. And even if this isn't a Pisces person that you're currently dealing with, this could be someone, like, let's say there's something that's happening now. There may be some patterns that are showing themselves to you, like, oh, this is like when I dealt with them, or, you know, when I had this type of situation. There's something about that. Now, page of air, this is about messages coming in. I feel like you guys are going to be put onto something, and I feel like you already have a clue of what it is. I don't know. It just feels like intuition's been really speaking to you. So even things that happen this month that are kind of unexpected, they don't feel like you were completely surprised or in the dark about it. King of air, more air, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. This could have to do with one of them. But there is communication. Ooh, Tower. Yeah, boo. I don't know. There's a shakeup of some sort this month. Again, it doesn't feel like it even directly has to do with you, but it feels like it directly affects you in some type of way. Either you're in a relationship with this person. This could be like a family member. This could be a child, something like that. I think that you guys just need to maintain your power, because what I do see is that you've got all these cards of new beginnings and cycles repeating. So it's almost as if like these things that are coming up are here to test you. You know what I mean? It's like we learn the lessons and we naturally get tested, right? So, you know, pass the test. Don't get swept away in other people's drama. Again, I don't even feel like this directly has anything to do with you. It just feels very indirect, but not getting sucked into people's drama. I feel like you guys are going to have a busy month. Lots of communication, maybe lots of just running around. Not like big travel, maybe, but lots of running around. I think you guys are going to be some busy bees this month, I will say. Now, the Oracle card, you got gray. Endings are inevitable. So, first of all, the number 37 might be significant to one of you guys or some of you guys. But this talks about how not everything is just black and white, right? There's actually a lot of gray in a lot of things. This also talks about how endings are inevitable. There may be something or someone that's slowly fading away or has from your life, but just knowing that for every end, there is a new beginning. Remember, you do have the Wheel of Fortune, you do have the World. Both of these cards speak to endings and beginnings. So you've got some endings and beginnings coming up in your life this month, whether it has to do with your relationships to certain people, right? With that 7th house energy of the full moon. And that might even actually be helping to flesh some of those things out, or whether it has to do with new opportunities that you have in front of you. You got obstacles and blocks are lifted. It says all your good personal work and positive energy shift have overcome previous obstacles and blocks are lifted away. You will now experience progress and forward movement in your projects. Stay centered in gratitude to ensure that your flow of abundance continues. Yes, we love an obstacle being lifted. All right, you also got simple acts of kindness. Kindness energizes you and brings happiness to those around you. Capricorn also got this. I don't know if there's a Capricorn in your life that's significant, but this is really important because this talks about how kindness is contagious. And no matter what anybody else is doing, we are to move in kindness, right? And it's the simple things. It's the opening the door. It's the saying hello, the little things. It's contagious. And that's how we can create our own ripple effect in the world, right? How we can do our part in the world. And yeah, that's really, really big, especially, you know, remembering that in times where you might be feeling a little bit agitated, remember to just move in kindness, okay? And then you've also got the presence of love always casts out fear. will always cast out fear. So again, moving in love, moving in kindness, moving in joy, that is the challenge, right? Especially when we're frustrated, especially when we feel like we've been disrespected, especially when we feel like people are putting their problems on us. But this is what Spirit's asking you to do. I do feel like this is part of some test for yourself. And I think that you're going to look back and be really, really proud of yourself of however you handle whatever these situations are, because it does feel like there's friction around you. I'm not going to lie. But I feel like you guys are really taking the high road. I think, you know, really be trusting your intuition, really be moving and kind of flexing more of that divine feminine energy. You know, we're about to move into your season at the end of this month, and I think it's going to be a really, really powerful one for you. So keep all that in mind, okay? I hope this helps. I hope it resonates. Definitely reach out to me if you'd like a personal reading for yourself. My email is shesvibeytarot@gmail.com. Go to my About tab, look at the menu of services and pricing first. Let me know what you would like. And if you'd like to schedule a live reading, you could do that yourself with the link that's provided below. Okay? I love you guys, and I hope you have an amazing Pisces season. I'll see you next month. Bye.